Okay, so now we're going to discuss the homework policies for kindergarten and for fourth grade and things that we like and don't like or want to change for this year. So tell me about what y'all do for homework in kindergarten.
So for homework in kindergarten, we don't send home worksheets or anything. Our focus is getting those kids to read nightly. So we send home a book in a bag every night. They have the same book all week.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the week, we read it with them in class too. At the beginning of the year, I typically send the book home again if they have no idea, like anything, how to read the book at all. When I send it home again, but I don't do that every week because I don't want them to get bored. So I start to change them out and move them up as they get higher and higher.
Okay. Do you all use Reading A to Z for that, or is there a different?
I use Reading A to Z. We could send home, since we just got new adoptions, we can send home the books from Journeys because now those aren't on our inventory.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But mostly, I can speak, Reading A to Z because they're easy to replace.
Yeah. And y'all all have accounts to that?
Yes.
Okay.
The district provides us with our own account.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does every teacher do that? Pretty much just sends home?
Every teacher in kindergarten at my school, yes.
Okay. I was told for fourth grade, as a writing teacher, I'm not really allowed to send home homework. Homework is reserved for the math and reading teachers, to have the kids reading books and stuff. I'm a little worried about that because with the writing part, like I would want them writing something, like either keeping a journal,
right,
at home or something, or the cursive is getting assessed again, so like cursive practice or something. I thought about getting with a reading teacher to have like maybe a response.
Writing component with the reading.
Exactly, like whatever they were supposed to read, either answering questions about what they were supposed to read or writing a summary or something that I could use that would be benefiting them, as well.
Right.
And it's all connected. It's not something separate. It's not like, okay, I did my reading. Okay, I did my math. Okay, now I'm going to practice my cursive.
Right.
Or whatever,
Right.
Because they're fourth grade. That's still a lot.
Yes.
So.
And they're still young. Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I'm thinking about doing is collaborating with the reading teacher. But again, like we're just in a pod. So I don't know what the other people are doing.
Right.
We haven't had our planning.
Do y'all all have to send home the same homework? Not
that I know of.
Okay.
So I was told that we don't grade homework, but they send home projects and those kinds of things.
So those are graded.
I know. Which as a teacher, I know how that goes. The parent does it.
Which makes it hard. I get that grades are needed, but it's not fair to the student that their parent wants them to succeed independently, so they have to do it all by themselves versus, oops, we forgot.
Yeah.
Let me do it for you.
Yes.
Here's the paper to read from.
Yes. And I was also looking at how they grade homework. So it's the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's like homework or a test. They bring the homework home. Mom's there helping them with that, and then they fail the test. So they've gotten like hundreds on their homework, but then they fail the test because mom helped too much.
Right.
Or dad helped too much or whatever.
Right.
Or didn't.
But you want parents to help with homework.
Exactly.
So it's a weird balance.
So what I was thinking of is either you did it or you didn't do it, and the homework just wouldn't weight as much, like in the grade book. So we could set it to be like 5% of their grade or something, to where it's not going to affect passing or failing.
Yeah.
It's just a small percentage.
It's a good idea.
And so either they did it, and you could see like, okay, they got it all wrong, but they did it, so they still get their little 100 or whatever.
Right.
Or mom and dad's helping them do it. They're still getting, okay, they did it. And it's not inflating their grades.
Right.
So I was thinking about something like that. Maybe
I like that.
Could work.
Yeah. So. That way you're holding them accountable.
Exactly.
But not making it something that makes them sink or swim.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that didn't take up much time. So that's good. One more thing about beginning of the year activities. Do y'all do anything special for like the first day? Like, do y'all have like a balloon arch or music, or do anything surprising for the kids on the first day of school? Or do you know if we have anything planned for that this year?
As a school, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
But in my classroom, like, I do like the magic Play-Doh, and we talk about if you had a great day, your Play-Doh's gonna turn colors.
Yeah. So you do like little things individually.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the Get Your Teacher On conference. They talked about the first day of school being like a party. Really, they wanted all of education to be a party. We can dream, right?
Right.
But I loved what they did. So they showed us the first day of school, and it's kind of like the Soul Train line.
Uh-huh.
So we have that in the cafeteria. There's like all the tables and then the middle line.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is the kids are welcomed into the school. Usually the cheerleaders hold the doors open, which is like super cute, and welcome them to school. But then they go and they sit down at the table, and they wait for the bell to ring. Well, what they do at their school, at the Ron Clark Academy, so they have like a Soul Train line. And as the kids come into the cafeteria or to the auditorium, more kids are added to that Soul Train. And they dance down, and they've got music playing and everything. And it's like, the kids are free to move and be excited. They're not holding that excitement.
What do you do about those kids that don't like things like that?
I don't know if they could like maybe go sit in the library if they want a quiet place to sit.
But do you know who they are? Like, at that point in the year, yeah. No, I think that's a great idea, but I just see, I've had so many kids that don't do well in crowds and loud noises and things like that.
That's true. I think you just have to...
Especially if it's their first day of school and they're 4 years old and 100 people are gathered in one place. Well,
our kids, pre-K to 2, they go to the library and sit.
Okay.
So the kids in the cafeteria are 3rd through 5th. So it's just older kids. But there'll still be some of them that don't like it, but maybe they could just go sit. If they don't want to, they can just go sit in the library. But just showing, like, they had parents there. They had other adults there. A band came and played, like, part of the high school band, like, came through and, like, did, like, a little marching thing, which they did during the senior walk at the end of the year. So all the kindergartners lined the hallways, or all the kids did, really, and the seniors walked down. But first the band came through, and, like, the band was, they had the trumpets and the drums and everything, and it was like a big party. And I was like, man, that'd be fun if we did that at the beginning of the year. We do it at the beginning of the year, and it's something to look forward to at the end of the year, because the kids had no idea. Like, it was fun, it was a surprise, but I think they would have still enjoyed knowing that it was coming again. So it's like a surprise on the first day of school, and then it's something to look forward to at the end of the year. They do talk about surprises. I was trying to think of, like, things that I could do to surprise my kids. I thought about, like, taping things underneath their chairs, like golden tickets, like welcoming them. Oh, did you guys find your seat? All right, I want you to reach under your chair. Whoever's got the magic ticket, you know what I mean? Like, that would just be like a little surprise, for them. But I'm going to try to plan some surprises for them. And I want to plan surprises for teachers, too. Like, whenever we have a staff meeting or something, doing something like that. Like, just having them come and just taping, like, a golden ticket under somebody's chair, and they get, I don't know, some type of, either, like, a door prize or some type of...
kind of boost morale.
Like a leave 30 minutes early coupon or something. Just stuff like that. Surprises for teachers, too.
I like that.
I need to write that down. Surprises. I've tried to do that with the book club that I've been hosting. So, like, the first time I had, like, little door prizes, and then the second time we had some activities planned that they weren't expecting. So, like, we didn't do any, like, pencil paper activities the first meeting, but the second meeting we did. So it wasn't the same format. And so, like, when we do trainings or when we do faculty meetings, not doing it in the same format every single time. You just get monotonous.
Yes.
Anyway, what were some things, was there anything that you liked that they did last year, like at the beginning of the school for
staff or for students?
For staff.
I mean, I always like when they surprise you, like, with breakfast that's like a good breakfast, not just
Food.
here's some granola bars.
Food usually
from
works.
H-E-B.
Yes.
I like when they are like, hey, we finished 30 minutes early. You have time to go be in your room.
There's a baby down here.
It's hard to. I know that they have things they have to do, so it's hard to kind of. I'm not one that likes scavenger hunts, and I have to spend an hour going around the school looking for the clues or whatever to understand the handbook. Like stuff like that is just, I don't know. I would rather not.
Okay.
But I get it. It's team building. Maybe different kinds of team building where it's not. Last year we did. They did do like an escape room.
Oh.
And we all had different numbers, and we were with people we don't normally talk to, basically, and we had to figure out how to get out of the room. That was pretty cool.
That's something I was thinking about was like, typically when we have faculty meetings, everybody sits with their grade level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I would feel about being made to sit with people, but I see it benefiting people, because we're also geographically spread out. We're in 3 buildings right now.
Right.
And I never met.
Are they listening to you if you take them out of their
comfort zone? Mm-hmm.
Because I can tell you I'm not.
I know.
If you put me with people that...
now, in the book club, we were willingly coming together from different grade levels. And that's been working great.
Yes.
So, something for me to ponder about.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to...
Surprises food. Don't take people out of their comfort zone. We take kids out of their comfort zone. Don't take out.
Well, if you do, you don't want it to be the whole meeting or the whole time.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, you're okay.
Oh.
You're okay.
You got it?
Yeah. You're okay. Dramatic.
Yeah, I can
Okay. Well, I think that's all that we're going to discuss. I got some really good information, so that's good. We're going to look at either redesigning or doing away with the kindergarten assessment when kindergartners register. Like you said, a sit down and color type thing, something just more friendly, more inviting, and less intimidating. It sounds like you guys have your interventions already pretty much laid out, mapped out, ready to go. You're going to be handling discipline in your own ways, and you said why you feel like that's important, treating each class differently, which I completely agree with, letting them do what's best. We're going to be working on transitions in the hallway for the older grade levels, possibly trying to move away from don't talk to something productive that they can do when they transition. Possibly a grade level specific piece of communication at the beginning of the year to let parents know expectations at the different points in the year. Maybe moving open house so it's not so early in the year and we actually have something to show the parents. Going out into the community versus bringing people into the school, and surprises, food surprises for faculty and students, but also maybe for providing a little more food at certain events for staff.
Yes. Food makes our bellies happy.
Yeah. Carla was always really good about keeping chocolate in her office, and she would tell people, maybe you should have some candy before you talk to me. So, that's good. Well, I appreciate your time and you coming out today since school's locked, so it's good. So, all right. Thank you so much.